Last week on Rochelle's Daily Wire video edition, I recommended that Congress enact a moratorium on evictions and foreclosures. I have learned in the meantime that a number of state and local jurisdictions have done just exactly that by halting evictions and foreclosures, at least for the time being. Well, even if we eventually have an across-the-board moratorium, someday that moratorium is going to end, and when it does, millions and millions of Americans are going to be facing eviction or foreclosure for no fault of their own. That's why I have a second recommendation for legislation that Congress should enact. It's my belief, not that of ABI, but my belief, that Congress should enact a statute allowing people and at least small businesses to cure arrears over a period of time on their rent or mortgages. And in fact, that period of time might have to be a number of years depending upon how long severe unemployment afflicts this country. This statute is one, I believe, that should be enforceable by tenants and homeowners in any court in the country, not just the federal courts and not just the bankruptcy courts, because I believe no matter what we do, the bankruptcy courts are going to be deluged, especially with corporate reorganizations, which take a huge amount of time. So that's why, if Congress does provide relief, individuals and small businesses should be able to enforce their rights in any court in the country that has jurisdiction. And furthermore, much like the Federal Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, I think there should be automatic sanctions on landlords and holders of mortgages who do not grant the relief that the statute requires. This, as I said, is my view of the future, because if we don't do something, our country and our bankruptcy courts in particular are going to be so overwhelmed that justice just cannot be dispensed anywhere in terms of the relief that our citizens are entitled to receive on account, as I said, of problems which are not of their own making. I am Bill Rochelle, the Editor-at-Large for American Bankruptcy Institute. I will come back same time next week with perhaps another recommendation for what Congress ought to do, or a report on something important that has occurred in the world of bankruptcy. In the meantime, stay home, be well, and God bless.